Hi guys, this is the first time I'm actually doing a live video via YouTube. I thought, why not, right? This is the time to experience different things. And why I'm coming up with this video today or this live stream is because I feel a lot of people are in a very uncertain period. And being an educator in a university, I've been speaking to a lot of my students and those who maybe can't go back home due to the current situation with COVID-19. So there are some of our foreign students that are here in Malaysia and can't go back to their home countries. And it makes them feel a bit anxious, as well as there's a lot of people who are feeling stressed because, things are out of the ordinary. You don't know what's going to happen. And I just want to assure you that it's going to be okay. We are all in it together. Okay, so how do we now cope with this situation where we don't know what's going to happen and we don't know how it's going to affect us, right? So I think one of the first few things we can do actually is knowing how to protect ourselves and others. So in Malaysia we have a restrictive movement, right? So people are not supposed to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. And things are becoming so bad in terms of our cases that is increasing drastically. And people are still not taking it seriously. You're supposed to stay at home, duduk di rumah, right? Why? It's a way decided to either restrict movement as well, like Malaysia, or lock down. This might not be a great thing for you because you feel that, hey, this is completely cramping my style, it's changing everything, but it is necessary. Governments around the world are doing this so that they can make sure their citizens are safe. So all you need to do to protect yourself and others, very simple basic thing, just stay at home, right? And another thing we can do is to read up on facts, what's important, right? And how can we protect ourselves, always drink a lot of water, keep yourself hydrated, eat healthy food. A lot of people are talking about using masks, for example, or social distancing, which is amazing. But one of the most basic things is immune, right? Boost up your immune system, eat well, sleep well, drink a lot of water. So all these can help kind of boost your immune system. And take vitamin C, for example. So this keeps you healthy. When your immune system is strong, nothing can really attack you. And if it does, chances of recovery is also high. So immune system is very important. Of course, social distancing as well. Try not to go out, meet a lot of people, be around many, many different people. That's why I say stay at home, right? It's easier to control handshakes and things like that if you're at home. Okay. So secondly, what we can do is acknowledge our feelings, right? It's okay to feel sometimes. I mean, you look at the news and you think like, oh my God, this is hopeless. This is becoming terrible. And don't tell yourself that, okay, I can't feel that way. It's okay to feel that way, right? Because, I mean, that's what you feel. But acknowledge those feelings. Why are you feeling that way, right? And be comfortable and try to express it out. Just keeping it within you is not going to help. Do some journaling. It's helped me a lot, right? Do some journaling and kind of note down what you're actually feeling. Talk about it, right? People say social distancing, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to, sit with the four walls and don't talk to anybody, right? Channel your emotions through music. If you sing. If you play the guitar, play the guitar. If you're into art or you doodle, draw. If you're into doing infographics or you like to do artwork, do that. Do what makes you happy and do something that is going to help you kind of channel all those emotions that you have within you. And another important thing that you can do actually is do mindful meditation, right? Just meditate and think about a purpose, right? What you want to do during this time where we're on restrictive movement. What can you do, right? Focus on things that you're able to achieve, on those things that you can control, right? And this third thing I feel, which is very important, is maintaining a routine. So for educators here in Malaysia, we have closed all schools and higher institutions. And for myself and my colleagues, we don't have that routine no longer of going to work. And it can take a toll as well because now you're working from home. and you don't have those set routines. So setting a routine is important. So every day I wake up in the morning, I do the usual. If I would be going to work, I dress up and I do my online lectures, for example, or I prepare for my classes, or I reply emails. But I am setting a routine, and a routine is important because it gives us a certain kind of route of what to do. It gives us some form of purpose, and it helps us kind of set our day in motion, and that's very important. Which links back with that mindful meditation. When you wake up in the morning, I think some of the students that have been in my professional development class before have talked about this, right? Focus your mind. What do you want to do for the entire day? It could just be one simple objective that you want to accomplish, but setting it in your mind when you wake up kind of sets the part for the entire day, right? Next, focus on what you can do rather than what you can't do. Don't sit and mope around and say, oh my, I can't leave the house now. What will I do? I can't go for classes. A lot of us know that some of you don't even come for some classes, but now that the class is no longer there, you feel that loss. Uh, some of us might not particularly enjoy going to work every single way. You want to sleep late, but at this point of time, you are focusing on all the things you can't do. I can't go out. I can't do this. I can't be with my friends. Focus on what you can do, right? This is an amazing time to try new skills. So some of the students ask me that, Miss, what do I do now? I've got so much of free time on my hands. I'm like, explore some skills, learn something new, do something you never had the time for, right? So I'm currently reading a book. I don't know where the book is, but I think it's in my room, and it's about manufacturing consent, right? It is a book I have tried to read since 2016, and I'm not kidding, right? But I was never able to read it. Go to the library, I get it, and it sits there, and I never really read it because I've never had the time. So this is the time to do all the things you can't do usually when you're busy and you have that, set going for classes and working, right? So this is the time to choose something that you would love to do, but you didn't have the time. Do that, right? You have the option right now. Okay, next, stay connected. Just because we say do physical distancing, it does not mean that you have to now stay away from human beings. You still can be social, but don't go out and sit at the mama, right? Don't go to a restaurant. Don't go and hang about. Speak to someone over video call someone, chat with someone online. There's so many ways to stay connected. And you can even, I see Kitchan, for example, on LinkedIn. He's doing like a virtual book club, and he's kind of talking about the book that he's just read, and he's sharing it. So everyone is finding new ways of inventing what they can do, right? Join an online support group, see how people are coping, for example, and contribute. And what do I mean by contribute? You can do a video like mine, right? Speak to others about what you're experiencing, or some tips you have that you can share with. Stay connected. It's really, really important. And most importantly, I feel at the end of the day, is to keep things in perspective. What can you control? I talked about that earlier, right? Don't overdo social media news. You go and like, oh my God, there's so many cases, and it creates anxiety, it creates frustration. Don't do that, right? Think about, you can check up on news, but don't overdo it. Don't spend the whole day looking at how many cases there are, how bad things are. That's only going to increase your anxiety, right? And think about what has helped you in the past to deal with uh, difficult positions, right? What has helped you in the past? How did you overcome it? For me, like I said, I journal, right? I journal. And occupying myself with things that I love to do helps me. Like, as a mother now, I'm thinking of all the inventive ways that I can uh, teach my daughter to do something. Play. I've even looked up online how to now use food coloring to make something like Play-Doh, which is safe and keeps her occupied, because a 2-year-old can go absolutely crazy with a lot of time, and they have ample energy. Don't ask me why, right? So think about the things that you can do, and I'm also trying very hard to learn how to build on characters using software. and eventually learn to animate. I don't know if I will be able to do that, but I'm trying, and it's exciting. And learning how to use Blackboard Collaborate, for example, which is something that we use in Indy to do online classes. It's something completely new to me. In the last few days, I've learned to use every single feature possible, and I'm craving to learn more. Right? So do all these things. It will keep your life exciting, and it will give you purpose. And you won't be thinking about, you know, what am I going to do with my time? Because, and it's not just about, oh, I'm going to watch Netflix. I mean, there's only so much of Netflix you can watch, guys. Come on, there's only so much of sleeping you can do. So have a purpose, right? And leave with this as I end, right? 10 minutes. I don't want to talk too long, right? Think about one positive action you can take today that is going to make you feel uh, happier, better. Whether it's helping someone, whether it's improving your professional development, whether it's being more active on LinkedIn, for example. If you're a student, this is the time, you have all the time in the world to build your brand. Read out something that you never had the opportunity to. Read a book like me. Whatever you decide to do, choose one positive action and please share it with me. What is that one positive action you're going to do today that is either going to enlighten your life or someone else's? Yeah, so we are all in this together. So let's support each other during this really, really hard time. Whether we're home, are trying to build on something, whether we are trying to cope with our business, whether we're trying to survive through this, let's all kind of get together right. And another way you can do that is also joining all these webinars, like last few days, Kushbu and the entire team. AJ Minai, you have GD Naidu, you have the whole likes of them actually coming together to kind of share, and having that kind of support can also help. Yeah, so remember, one positive action, and I'll see you the next time. God bless you, keep safe, stay connected, and remember, goodbye.